You're listening to the Valley Labor Report with David Story and Jacob Morrison.
So the next caller we have on the line is Tahira, right?
Yes,
Tahira is on the line. She is the, I'm not sure what her title is, but she runs the Huntsville Bail Fund, and she was wanting to talk to us about that. So Tahira, what do you have an official title with the Huntsville Bail Fund? And then tell us about what y'all are doing.
And we got, just so you know, we got around 4 minutes before the top of the hour break. So if you hear the music coming in and you've got more to say, then we'll come right back to you after the break.
All right, thanks for having me on. This is Tahira. I am now the president of Huntsville Bail Fund.
Awesome.
Fancy.
And Huntsville Bail Fund is a fledgling organization. We provide cash bail assistance and certain reentry services to people detained pretrial in Madison County. And we are also announcing our big holiday bail action, Hello for the Holidays, which is designed to get people back with their families for the holiday season, but also address some of these major concerns we have at Madison County Jail as it regards people having their labor exploited and then being left in this really unsanitary system.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's hard to believe anybody's labor would be exploited in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Tell us about what's going on there.
So first off, most people who are detained at Madison County Jail who have worker duties are not paid. These are entirely sort of volunteer positions. They may earn good time. They may earn certain privileges, but they are not getting paid. Mm-hmm. So really, I mean, this is fully extracting their labor with no profit participation at all. And then you're also getting into the conditions that people are just living under. I mean, we're getting reports of some pretty concerning sanitary conditions.
Yeah, I can imagine right now.
I'm sorry?
I said I can imagine right now with the COVID and everything else.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, Madison County Jail and the jail system in Alabama in general is just so non-transparent. Mm-hmm. We're learning things as we are doing our bail work because we're actually able to interact with people face to face. And that's really the only way their stories are getting out.
Right. And now, something I want to underscore for the audience is what y'all are doing is people that are being put in the jails, awaiting their trial, they are still innocent because they have not been proven guilty. These people are innocent. And the bail system, what it does is if you have the money, you can wait outside of the prison system before your trial. If you don't have the money, if you're poor, you have to stay inside of the bail system because you don't have the money. You are locking
inside of the bail system is a nice way of saying
of the prison
you're
system.
in jail.
You're in jail. That's what I meant to say. And we're coming up on the holidays. Right, and we've only got about a minute left before the break, so I'm gonna talk for a little bit more, and then we're just gonna bring you on the other side of the break to hear us. So thanks for calling in. But like I mentioned when we were talking to Swift, 80% of the people who have died in Texas County jails were awaiting their trial. They are innocent, and so what Tahira and the Huntsville Bail Fund is trying to do for the holidays is they are holding a fundraiser to pay for bail for innocent people so that they can be with their families during the holidays. I think that this is a very important thing. I think that we should support it. So she's going to talk to us a little bit more on the other side of the break about that and about where to go if you want to help innocent people see their families over the holidays. So stay tuned. This is the Valley Labor Report.
You're listening to the Valley Labor Report with David Story and Jacob Morrison. Charge for the land. A population burned up, bled dry. The marginalized multiply and unite to fight. You awaken the world. Now the terror
right, folks, welcome back to the Valley Labor Report. If you're just tuning in, we had Tahira, who is president of the Huntsville Bail Fund, on the line, and she was doing a little bit to explain how people can help get the people that are possibly waiting for bail home with their families for this holiday. Tahira, welcome back.
Hey, glad to be on. So people can help primarily by going to our website, hsvbailfund.org. Also, HSV Bail Fund on all social media. That'll get you not only our donation materials and our links, but also educate you. We are doing a lot to try to push and understand what is happening with incarceration here locally in Huntsville and how it is affecting our communities here locally in Huntsville. You can help by helping us share that stuff. Tell your unions, tell your churches, tell your clubs, tell your party. The really big thing we read right now is to get our message out there and let people know that the service exists.
Yeah. And if you follow our show regularly, the listeners do, especially on social media, our intro page is the music that opens up every week is by Obed Edom, a local band that actually donates from Bandcamp, donates a portion of those purchases to the Huntsville Bail Fund. So I think it's important to point out a lot of the local folks in the community that have allowed us to use their music, they're doing great work as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, we definitely need to be helping, we are the most incarcerated country in the world. You hear people consistently talking about China and Russia as these totalitarian states, yet we have more people in the prison system in America than these other countries, and you have to ask yourself why. Nonviolent offenders spending 20 and 30 years in the prison system, and it's very unfortunate.
And I'll point out, it's not just we have the highest incarceration rate in the world. We have the highest incarceration rate in history.
Yeah.
I mean, in history ever.
I mean, seriously, we have 300 million people in America, and in China they have like 1 billion people or something. And China's supposed to be this dictatorial authoritarian regime, and I'm not saying they're not, but they have 3 or 4 times more people than we do, and we still have more people in our prison than they do. We have more people languishing in prisons in the United States than the Soviet Union had in the gulags. I mean,
it's insanity.
Like, give me a break. And the people that are like freedom-loving Americans are the one, supposed to be the people that are supposed to be like espousing this rhetoric of I love freedom, I hate authority, I hate the government. They're the ones that are pushing this nonsense, locking up our brothers and sisters for no reason at all, for smoking a plant. I mean, it's sickening.
Half of all Americans have a loved one who's experienced incarceration. I mean, that is half of Americans. So this is not an issue that is relegated to one particular sector of our community or one particular class. I mean, this really is an issue where the community needs to come together in solidarity.
Yep. Right. Yeah, I completely agree, Tahira. Folks, if you want to donate, help innocent people see their families over the holidays. If you want to help innocent people see their families over the holidays, go to hsvbailfund.org. Is that right, Tahira?
Yes, and I would also like to point out, if you know someone who is incarcerated at Madison County Jail who is being held only because they are poor, because they're too poor to pay their bail, we have a nomination page. Please let us know. We would love to include them.
Okay. Yep. Tahira, thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks a lot.
I appreciate it. You're doing God's work.
Have a good afternoon.
You too. So, folks, you are listening to the Alabama AFL-CIO open line Saturday on the Valley Labor Report. Give us a call, 1-866-494-9866. The phone lines just opened up. For the first time since the show began, we have had call after call after call. We've had about 5 calls today.
Insane.
So, folks, give us a call. Give us something else to talk about. We've run out of callers, run out of stuff to talk about. 1-866-494-9866 is the number. One thing that
I had really no intention of. I had been doing some research on this, and then with all of the callers today talking about the imprisonment and the bail fund and things like that, it's interesting to point out that this administration, when I say the administration, I mean the outgoing administration, has been so, preached law and order for so long. The law and order, and not only law and order, but also we need to keep these rapists and drug cartels and all of these thugs out of America. We need to build the wall and stop them. Have you heard of Salvador Cienfuegos Zepeda?
I have not.
Have you not?
No.
And I wonder why that is, because the media hasn't covered it. But General Zepeda, the Mexican National Director of Homeland Security, basically the Director of Homeland Security, in 2019, in October, about a year ago, was arrested traveling through Los Angeles and imprisoned on drug charges. No, we wouldn't. Mainly helping facilitate what I read, helping facilitate hundreds of thousands of kilos of heroin and methamphetamine in coordination with the H2 cartel in Mexico. Basically, he was using the military as a pipeline to import all of these drugs into America. He was arrested in October of 2019. Last week, our great administration, under the direction of Barr, released him. No charges, dropped all of the charges, and allowed him to go back. Actually, they didn't allow him to go back. They flew him back to Mexico. This is the term. They're always looking for the big fish. They want to catch these low-level dealers on the streets and get them to flip onto these bigger dealers and work their way up to where they have the big fish. Well, I don't believe the big fish got much bigger than Zepeda, and they let him go. Even I read several articles regarding the DEA was up in arms. Even the judge in Brooklyn said, basically that she did not understand what was going on, but apparently there were, she trusted the government enough to allow him to drop all the charges. So when we're talking about these bail funds and things like that, and the administration of law and order, and they're preaching all of this, build the wall, stop all of these rapists and drug dealers, yet they've got the biggest fish that you could. It was literally the highest level government official ever arrested on drug charges in America, and Barr releases him last week and gives him a plane ticket back to Mexico and says, "Have a good day." Yeah. Well, this is your administration of law and order.
Yeah. Well, and Ken Cuccinelli, I believe it was, he was appointed to his position illegally. Like he is not, like the government has ruled that it is illegal for him to be in the position that he is, and yet he's still there. Operating illegally as the DHS acting chief or something like that.
We've got a lot of acting everything.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of acting everything.
Yeah,
for the simple fact that they can't get anything through the Senate, even though it's a Republican-controlled Senate, and we can't get anybody pushed through. Why is that? It's not shocking.
I don't understand.
Because they know most of the appointees have been an absolute abject failure and a joke.
Yeah, but they've been able to put all their crazy judges on
We got a caller on the line?
Yeah, we got a caller on the line. There was something else that I was wanting to say about the Law and Order stuff, but it done slipped my mind.
Well, it's a joke.
Yeah. It's silly. It's silly. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your time. If you want to see what we're up to throughout the week and get our snide quips about the news of the day, then you should follow us on social media. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/Valley Labor Report. We're on Twitter at Labor Reporters. I'm on Twitter at JacobM_AL. David is on Twitter at Radical Unionist. That's spelled RADICL Unionist. If you missed part of the show and want to go back and watch it later, search YouTube for The Valley Labor Report and subscribe to our channel. You can go back and watch the full show there, and we also clip segments throughout the week. And we also upload the program on more than 11 different podcasting apps. So you can see if we're on your listening platform of choice. You can go to thevalleylaborreport.transistor.fm/subscribe. And if you appreciate our work and want to help us stay on the air, then consider throwing us a couple dollars a month on patreon.com/The Valley Labor Report.